So when working with regulated industries where you're getting calibration done, many companies work to ISO 9000 or AS 9100. Both of those documents require you to get items calibrated at regular intervals. And in addition, they require you to determine the validity of prior measurements made when anything's found to be quote-unquote unfit for its intended purpose. What's important here is to realize that what's fit for its intended purpose may not always be exactly what the tolerance is. Sometimes it's larger. So when you receive an OOT, a lot of people tend to panic. It does generate paperwork that you'll have to clear prior measurements, but I wouldn't think of it as necessarily always a bad thing. You know, we still have to take the time and deal with them. But the other thing is that it can also be an impetus for us to make some changes that may help us, you know, reduce the number of OOTs in the first place. We would want to investigate, you know, are we seeing a lot of the same OOTs over and over again? Are we always answering that these are not impactful because we're not using that particular range or we're not using that particular tolerance? So when reviewing the responses and trends that I had mentioned earlier, it's often important to know the process requirements for the measurements you are actually taking. Oftentimes, you may not have been able to find a gauge or a device that measures only what you are looking for and has, you know, is limited to those particular ranges. Or sometimes you're using a device that's multiple magnitudes more accurate than you need. These both are good things because they have better requirements than you actually need. So knowing this, you could possibly, you know, shorten the amount of time or lessen the impact of the investigation process itself overall.